You must have seen pigs flying in a Harry Potter film. In fact, the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry was guarded by sculpted winged boars. Pigs can fly in a fictional fantasy, in a magical fantasy, but in real life, if pigs might fly is a classic humorous idiom that expresses something that is highly unlikely or impossible. In fact, we use if pigs might fly to convey skepticism for something that is said. Now, this phrase, this idiom, if pigs might fly, came about from the 17th century when people then thought flying pigs was a concept so absurd that they used it as a metaphor for impossibility. When Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor they divorced for the first time, Liz Taylor was asked by a journalist whether she would consider marrying Richard Burton again because they had been so much in love. To this, Elizabeth Taylor, she retorted, if pigs might fly. But then she did end up marrying him a second time and also divorcing him a second time. A few years after that, Richard Burton passed away. And Liz Taylor, the same Liz Taylor who had said if pigs might fly as a repartee to a journalist's question whether she would reconsider remarrying Richard Burton again, she went on record after his death to state that if Richard Burton were living, they would have definitely married a third time. So this was a moment when if pigs might fly idiom was toppled over. There have been quite a few real life incidents which has turned over this idiom if pigs might fly. But before that, let's look at a few other phrases which have a similar meaning to state or to express something that is highly unlikely. For instance, you have not on your life and fat chance when hell freezes over. All these are idioms and phrases which express something that is highly unlikely. But the most fascinating of the lot is, of course, if pigs might fly. Now, if pigs might fly has been toppled over, like I told you, on certain occasions when something miraculous happened in real lives. A lot of things have happened which are close to a miracle, and these were moments when pigs actually flew, when pigs might fly. So let us look at a few of them. I'm going to share with you 3 of these real life incidents where this idiom got toppled over because of miracles, almost close to miracles happening. The first one is the miracle on Hudson River when a US Airways flight got both its engines snuffed out at takeoff because of bird hits, and they had no option but to land on the Hudson River, and not a single life was lost. Then you have the Thai cave rescue when 12 boys of a soccer team in Thailand, along with their coach, got trapped in a flooded cave, and they had to stay there trapped in a flooded cave for 18 days before they were rescued. All of them were rescued. And of course, the third one is the incredible journey of Aaron Ralston, who got his arm caught in a crevice and could not extricate it when he was exploring a cavern. He stayed like that with his arm caught in the crevice, unable to move an inch for several days before he amputated his own arm to escape that situation. Now, all these were moments where pigs might, you can call them pigs might fly moments in real life. Anyway, if pigs might fly is a very interesting phrase to hide up your sleeve, to yank out when somebody is spinning or telling tall tales. For instance, if you're sitting down for a drink with your friends, there could be one person who has had one too many, and he will start bragging about his achievements, which you know are in the realms of the impossible. And that's when, as an aside, you can retort, if pigs might fly. So keep this idiom handy